please take out your legally binding contracts for your hospitality management and review it with me now. I want to make sure that you have 3 essential elements in there that has effed me over in the past. Number 1, non-compete and confidentiality. Look over that paragraph extremely carefully. I was contracted pre-development. We specialize in pre-development. I love looking at an asset, deciding its best use. We branded the place. We decided the interior design. By interior design, I don't mean we picked out the pink blankets. I'm talking about spatial layouts, designing exactly the flow from the F&B to the warming kitchen, back to the bedrooms, to the rooms upstairs, lobby, entrance, etc. I broke a nail. So it's very important to be able to go through that process. Now, I went through that pre-development process with them because that's what we specialize in, and they had a little sentence in there that I and my lawyers did not notice. Essentially, it said if they decided to go in-house, that they were not going to be paying any fees to terminate this agreement. What the actual H? Because what ended up happening was I advised them. They literally got their bank loans based on our company's reputation because our company was managing X amount of doors and boutique hotels at the time, and we had a hotel in development. So because of that, they lent them money based on our reputation because we were part of the contract, we were part of the management team, we were part of the whole project. Then when it came time for operations, they were like, well, Chloe, it's only X amount of doors. It was like under 20 doors at the time. And they're like, it's only X amount of doors. We don't really need you. So lo and behold, they go on 99 Designs, get like a logo for like $20, and they left me, and there was nothing that I could legally do. Also, I was going through personal stuff at the time, so I just let it go. But here's what I want to say about that. That was really painful. That was a very painful experience to go through. They now have my contracts, my documents, my know-how, my systems and processes, my tech stack, and they're just using it for themselves. So make sure that you have that in there, that if you're doing any pre-opening, there is a fee that covers that. So it's, let's say it's $120,000 pre-opening marketing. And so all that branding, spatial layout, all of that would have been covered had they terminated the agreement at that time and wanted to go in-house. But I wasn't protected because I didn't know this, okay? So number 2 is revenue management and who is managing the money. It's very important to know where the money is going through because the person that manages the money has to do all the accounting. The accounting includes all these permits. This is not just Airbnb. You're not just managing like an extra bedroom upstairs. There are permits, there are licenses, there are multiple licenses, especially if you have F&B or liquor license on site that you have to be managing. So be prepared for real property management. This is not like selling affiliate marketing on Amazon. These are real properties with a lot of real laws protecting it around it, and you can get into real trouble if you're not protected. If you don't feel like you can handle it, pass it back to the owners and just make sure that you put in the agreement, your requirement, days, time, and fees, etc. The third one I would say, which kind of covers the first one, is make sure that your contract is pertinent to your local state and your local jurisdiction, because you don't want to have a contract that maybe you got your contract from me and you're just like reusing the template and mine says New York or Kentucky, and now you're operating in Hawaii and your local laws are not protecting you anymore. So those are the 3 most important things. I would say 2 most important things that you need to have in your contract. And division of labor and tasks, like who has which insurance, who does what is responsibilities of the owner. Like maybe you want like fire inspection and sprinkler inspection to go on the owner, like HVAC maintenance to go on you. So these are things that you have to specify and write out in the contract. And yes, it's okay if your contract is like 40 pages long. And get a lawyer to just double check it, pay the hourly rate, let him review your template and make sure that it's up to par so that you are protected and so are your guests and so is your asset.